Jaishankar's statement is a pointer to the state of mind of BJP, that it is more interested in defending itself rather than the nation and its borders. I mean, let's start with China. There, he says that he has all the facts. Then why doesn't he comment on reports that 26 out of the 65 patrolling points are now inaccessible to Indian forces? His own party men, Subramaniam Swamy, has raised questions. You Google, it's there on the. You will find it. It's a news report.
That you're talking about?
This is a news report reported by your newspapers. It's there. It's there. You go and see it. Subramaniam Swamy himself, who's a BJP person, has spoken. You give me 1 minute, I will quote it for you.
No, is Dr. Subramaniam Swamy the final word on what is happening diplomatically, what's happening at the LAC?
You are mixing
things up. Is he the final
word? You are mixing things up.
You only mentioned his name, so Ashutosh, you will get caught.
That's another thing. He has also spoken about how Indian army has withdrawn in its own land. While China has withdrawn from Indian land, Indian army itself has withdrawn.
Who's giving you this inside information? Dr. S. Jaishankar Ashutosh has today said, and this is not just for Rahul Gandhi, this is for people like Ashutosh, perhaps for Ravi Srivastava, and a lot of other opposition leaders.
Check it. You cannot keep on denying
one second.
This ostrich mentality is ridiculous.
Ashutosh, it happens only here in the country, in India, that we never speak as one voice. Whether it's vis-a-vis Pakistan, whether it's vis-a-vis China, because you have an axe to grind, as in the opposition has an axe to grind, and you obviously cannot be looking at the same page as the government.
The Hindu,
but for how long?
Look,
people are seeing through this. People do not appreciate this. Ashutosh.
People, you confuse.
You can cite tons of reports. I am saying. India. I am only asking you a simple question, Ashutosh. On one side, you have the Prime Minister of the country, you have the Raksha Mantri, you have the External Affairs Minister, then you have the Armed Forces. Everyone says a particular thing. And you are quoting everything else but them. So I just want to know, why do you want to believe everyone but the government, but our forces? Where do you hold your allegiance?
Because Narendra Modi, when there was a clash at Ladakh border, said, "Koi andar nahi ghusa hai." How can you trust a man who is contradicting army, where there have been confrontation and blows exchanged? Let's be clear. First of all, number two, you were asking, Hindu has reported on 26 January 2023, India has lost access to 26 out of 65 patrolling points in eastern Ladakh.
What is Hindu?
Ladakh councillor. I
want to go to Ashutosh very quickly. Ashutosh, do you identify the people in this picture and what are they doing, Ashutosh? Can you tell us?
So I would like to know, why was Narendra Modi handing out contracts to Chinese firms after the Ladakh clash? Why today India is the third, China is the third largest export market for India? India is the second largest importer to India.
How can you
these are the facts. RP Singh doesn't have the facts. All he knows is to start shouting lies, because that's what he is best at.
Rahul Gandhi embarrasses you.
There are more than 3,000 companies in which Chinese are directors. So the problem is that on one hand they keep talking about.
I don't understand from where you've done your research, from where do you get your inside information. But I must, though we are running out of time, there is one very important factor also, Ravi, and you must listen to this carefully, what Dr. S. Jaishankar has highlighted.
For everyone.
He says war by other means, politics by other means. That we put up.
The problem is that
you're falling prey to that narrative. Will you allow, Ashutosh, any third force today to interfere in the democratic process of the country? Will you allow that to happen, Ashutosh?
if facts are being brought out which are embarrassing to Narendra Modi, that does not mean that it is anti-India.
Let's remember.
Like what? Like what? Tell me quickly.
You can cook up
like what
anything. You can cook up anything and say your facts.
Can you tell me what facts?
What are the sources of the facts? What is cooking up?
Jaishankar spoke about 1984 riots. So in 1984 riots, if you remember, the NDA government in 2015 appointed had a new SIT, and one of the accused is now in jail for life imprisonment. That is what Narendra Modi is afraid of. If there is a new SIT and there are new facts brought forward.
No, what is the fact? I don't know that case. I'll let Sardar RP Singh counter that.
Now I need to rebut this.
As far as my memory serves me right, that case is still being heard in the court. There is no clean sheet for anyone. Sardar RP Singh sir.
Hindenburg report has exposed.
No, Ashutosh, because you've raised a point. We are running out of time, but I have to allow RP Singh to counter it. RP Singh.
Dipti